Hi Ralph, how are you doing today?
Hi Chris, doing great, doing great.
It's a pleasure to have you. So we're at Money 2020. We know how busy it is, so it's just day one, but you must be extremely busy with meetings, probably back to back, so thank you for taking the time.
Yes.
We just spent a few minutes with Eli from Finastra. So before we talk about your partnership or collaboration, which is very exciting with Finastra, can we step back a bit and could you please tell us more about Allied Payment?
Yeah, sure, Chris. Happy to. So Allied Payment, we've got a payment platform we partner with Finastra on to deploy through the Malazai platform that really gives their customers or financial institutions and their users real-time bill payment. So we can actually do a transaction in real time and post to the core.
Mm-hmm. So you announced that a couple of weeks ago, I think, or it's quite
Yes.
recent, right? In the US, working with a credit union? Or
Yes, in the US for banks and credit unions.
Okay. So now that I'm talking to a partner, which is great and very exciting, I could ask you about the platform, and I'm sure there's reasons why you partner with Finastra, so you might want to answer that in a second. But first of all, if we step back, what convinced you anyway, just at least by principle, to spend the time, the money, the resources for such a collaboration and to develop such an app?
Yeah, well, we really believe that having access to the data for our credit unions and banks is really a game changer, and then bringing real-time payments to that is something that's really difficult to do. And so Finastra with the FusionFabric.cloud, we were able to do that and do that quickly and get that deployed.
It was a kind of a no-brainer, then access to data was the most appealing part of the equation? Or the
Yeah, access to data and being able to post that transaction in real time. We've got a number of partners that we do real time with, but usually that's really a monumental effort to get that integration done, and Fusion Fabric really brought that to us and Malazai and Finastra customers in a pretty quick fashion.
So access to those potentially 9,000 customers or so, the ability to shorten as well, so the time to development and integration from 10 weeks to 2 days, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm not a salesman for Finastra, I just did my research actually, so that's very compelling. So could you please talk us through the first commercial relationship, or at least POC, I don't know how to call it,
Yeah.
production app
Yeah.
you have with the credit union today?
Yeah, so the production version of that, we really did in a matter of a couple days, got that integration done, and that's something that takes usually at least a month, sometimes a couple months to get that done with a partner. But the FusionFabric.cloud was able to give us access to those APIs. And what we're doing is not really terribly complicated. It's, we're looking up a customer, we're looking up their accounts that are available for bill pay, and then we're posting a transaction back to core. So really 3 different types of transactions.
Mm-hmm. So you're doing that. So one client at the moment, or one credit
Yes.
union. What's the future then for that collaboration? Is it more apps, or is it focusing on marketing or connecting that app with more customers that Finastra has already?
Yeah, so we've got over 100 or so Finastra customers, and so we'll be now deploying that for those existing customers to give them that real-time functionality, as well as packaging that with all new sales. So everybody new that goes on the platform will have that real-time debit capability.
So that's great. I mean, that's exactly what I've always championed or questioned. It's the value for a third party or a partner to again invest developing those apps. Today, your 100 clients or customers, right? Are they going to pay to have access to that? If you can share that information, to pay an add-on to use that app, or again, it's complementary. You mentioned that it's going to be included pretty much in any future, customers or contracts. But today, if I'm a customer, how easy is it to use it, and do I need to pay anything?
Yeah, that's really something that Finastra handles. We don't contract directly with the bank or credit union, so it's my understanding that's just part of the new deployment is it will have the real time. So it actually simplifies it for everybody, including Finastra, when we can just do that deployment with the real time.
Okay. So 2020 is coming very quickly, like in a couple of months. What's next then for your organization with Finastra, and any other major strategic announcements you'd like, any exclusive for us today?
Yes, yeah, so the real-time payments, if we think about bill pay and getting a payment from a checking account all the way to the biller, so we're doing the real time with the FusionFabric.cloud, and the next step of that, which is going to be out by the end of the year, to Finastra customers is pushing that payment to the biller in real time. So end-to-end, money out of checking account all the way to the biller and posted to their accounting system in a matter of seconds. So that's coming, and that's going to be live by the end of the year.
I like the promise of that. Actually, that sounds pretty valuable for all parties.
Yeah, there's lots of talk in the industry about real-time payments, and they're coming from lots of directions. Could be the clearinghouse has one, Federal Reserve and FedNow. Visa's got one now for their payment clearinghouse, and so we really believe to get that live, it's going to have to be a mix, because it's going to continue to change and evolve over the next couple of years as these different networks get live. And so we're utilizing several of those networks to be able to get a payment there, and whichever one ends up coming out on top, and maybe all of them will have a path to real time, then we're going to have those deployed.
Listen, anything which removes the frictions, I think we agree that it's an amazing step forward, at least in the right direction for the industry. So I wish you all the best, and I hope by the end of next year then you'll achieve that huge milestone. So thank you very much, Ralph, for your time. Have a great Money 2020 Vegas, and hopefully I'll see you again soon at another event.
Thank you, Chris.
Merci.